I read No Exit by Taylor Adams. And Taylor Adams, freaking
doesn't mess around.
Amazing writer. But also, like, so...
Have you read any of his other stuff?
Intense? No, but I don't know if I want to because this is so intense. Every chapter was like a cliffhanger. So, like, you can't put it down because you're like, oh my gosh, I have to figure out what happens next. And it was just like, boom, 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 boom. And, like, so much of it, I was like, oh my gosh, freaking this is going to happen, and then this is going to happen. And I was wrong every single time.
And I feel like you're right a lot of the time.
I feel like...
Like, with how many books you've read, you're like, yeah, this is going to happen.
You know, like, the foreshadowing, like, it's easy to be like, oh, they're, like, paying attention to this. And you guys, even... Okay, after I finished reading it, can you tell I loved it? Even after I finished reading it, I immediately went back and reread it because I was like, oh
really?
My gosh, like, I don't even understand what just happened. I have to, like, read it again to, like, process.
Cool.
And there were totally moments of foreshadowing that I was, like, totally oblivious to. But, like, knowing what I know now, going back and I was like, mother effer. Like, he told me, and I just...
Didn't see it.
Didn't see it.
Wow.
Impeccable. I think you would love it.
5 out of 5?
I think
10
you
out
would
of
hate
10?
it. 10 out of 10.
I think I would hate it too.
The story starts, and we meet Darby. Darby is in college, and she's on her way to Utah from Colorado.
Oh,
damn.
This hits on a personal level.
It's a last-minute trip, and it's Christmas Eve. She wasn't planning on going home because her and her mom have a strained relationship. But her mom has stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Aww.
They just discovered it. She's going into surgery, so it's a last-minute trip because it's a last-minute procedure.
Could be her last Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it a Christmas book? Like themed? Okay, just happens. Right.
Santa is the one who kidnaps her.
Oh my gosh.
Does the kidnapping happen?
I'm just assuming. I'm just thinking of every terrible thing that could ever happen.
Meteor shower.
What?
That would be a horrible thing. You got hit by meteors? Unless you got Kal-El in one of them coming down. That's world. I've seen Armageddon.
To live in your world where a meteor shower is the first bad thing that could ever happen.
That's a fear of people, you know.
Who?
Someone.
Paleontologist?
No, is it the failure? They're scared of dinosaurs, or they're scared of dinosaurs getting hurt?
I'm not afraid of either one of those. I'm afraid of meteors.
Okay, so last minute trip. And it's December 24th, Colorado to Utah.
Snowstorm.
A little bit of a blizzard.
Okay.
Darby, I don't make better choices.
She's a freshman in college. She's not making good choices.
Like, the road conditions are so bad, and she just is in this little, like, crappy, I don't even remember what car, like, college students.
Yeah,
drive.
not a
like,
snow-worthy vehicle.
A little Honda Civic.
College?
My Mercury Sable? Yes, I remember it. The seats went all the way back.
Gross.
Not for you, hopefully.
I feel very weird being in the middle of this conversation.
I can honestly say that my wife and I never once. Did we ever make out in my car?
No, I'm a classy lady. Just kidding.
It's your car.
That's not true. Yeah.
Okay, she pulls off at a rest stop.
Nothing good happens at a rest stop.
Except rest.
Yeah, except for...
Drowsy drivers, please take advantage.
She goes into the building, and there are 2 guys at this table playing cards. And then she hears somebody in the bathroom. She's feeling anxious, and, like, time is working against her because she needs to get home. And she's in the middle of nowhere, and so she, like, doesn't even have service.
That's rough.
So she's like, hey, guys, like, guess we're stuck here. Does anybody have service? Like, can I use your phone? And, of course, nobody has service, but one of the guys named Ashley is like, I actually was able to get service, and, like, points to this, like, area. You're doing what I did.
You assume exactly what's going to happen.
Yes, the whole book I was like, mother effer, this is going to happen.
Ashley's the one. Don't trust him.
Don't go to that forbidden place that Ashley's directing you to go.
Because, you guys, like, not even is he like, oh, it's over here. He's like, let me show you. Let me take you there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you're alone outside with this guy. Like, no. Like, the whole time. But remember, I was wrong every time.
Okay. I'm just going to not trust the
yeah,
bad thoughts.
whatever you're thinking, get out of
Turns
your
out this book just ends super happy and like everything's good. It's written to make you assume horrible, so it's intense. That's it. That's my next book idea. Not that I've ever written.
She just makes it to Christmas morning and Santa came and
surprise, they're married and they have kids. It's 5 years
her mom
later.
doesn't have cancer anymore.
It was all a dream.
But getting there was a journey.
Anyway, okay. So she's trying to get service, is not able to get service, and so she's like, okay, well, I'll just go back to the, like, rest stop. As she's walking back in, like, she's going through the parking lot, and she walks by her car, and then this, like, utility van.
Like a big white van? Like a, alright.
And she sees a hand.
And is it like, how's the hand position? Is it, like, abrupt? Like, boom, get me out of here. Or is it, like, just like, oh, someone's sleeping, man, the hand is up.
Definitely not abrupt. And it's not even on the window. It's,
okay.
like, just, like, in the van.
Okay.
But, like, most of the windows are covered.
Sure.
And it's dark outside, and there's a storm, so she's even, like, wait, did I see a hand? Like,
and it is a rest stop.
There?
Like, someone could just be resting in their van.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But, like, if there is someone in there, are they okay? Like,
right.
You know, alarms go off, okay? So then she goes in the rest stop. The two are still playing, and then she sees somebody named Sandy.
Sandy?
Your eyes, like, went cross-eyed.
So she's like, oh, that must have been who was in the bathroom. But she's sitting there, and she's like, okay, somehow I gotta figure out who this utility van belongs to of the three people here. And somehow I gotta figure out, like, is there somebody in this van? She doesn't even know if there is someone there. So she's like, am I really gonna sit here and stew for however long I'm stuck at this rest stop when, like, it could just be nothing?
Right.
So while they're all just, like, chilling, talking, figuring it out, she notices a guy in the corner named Lars.
Lars?
Mm-hmm. So she's like, okay, well, that was a betting man. That's who this van belongs to. So she's trying to, like, be cool, chill, sociable, and, like, slowly is able to, like, place each vehicle with each person.
Okay.
Smart.
And is like, okay, it's for sure Lars that drives the van.
Never met a good Lars. Never met a Lars.
Eventually, Lars goes to the bathroom, and Darby's like, this is it. He's gone. He's distracted. I'm going to go out, check, make sure things are good.
Bold.
So, yeah, I know. So, as she's, like, headed out, she, like, tries to make it look, like, inconspicuous, or she's like, oh, I'm going to go check for more service, grab some hot chocolate on her way out, and she's like, my mom's in surgery, like, I just need to hear an update. So she's just like, I mean, that's true, but, like, it's also, like, a good, like, believable storyline. So she, like, does the whole, like, I need service, like, goes around the building, right?
Wait, darn it!
Yeah, exactly. And she even, like, goes around the building to be like, oh, maybe there's service back here. Like, she's just playing it up, but really she's strategic, because she's like, okay, if I, like, go this way to the same place where I tried to get a bar, then, like, I'm going to be on the same side of the van, and that side of the van is within view of the, like, door, which has windows.
All right.
But she's like, if I go around the back of the building, then I can come on the other side, and, like, they won't even know I'm on the other side, because they'll think I'm just, like, back there. So she's very smart.
My question is, where was this level of planning when she chose to drive from Denver to Salt Lake on Christmas Eve in the storm?
One, she tried to be prepared. The storm just came too soon. And two, her mom is dying.
Sure, it's fair. It's fair. It's
like, you just go.
It's a life or death situation, I guess.
Why shouldn't it fly? We don't know.
It's a long drive. I mean, she's a college student. Probably don't have money or miles.
Yeah, but
Christmas Eve, busiest travel date.
True. That's true. That's true.
And storm, they're probably canceled.
So she goes to the side of the van and she's like, hey, is someone in there? Are you okay? Nothing. Radio silence. She's like,
she's speaking like, hello? And then, okay.
Yeah, like she's like, hey, if you're hurt, like I'm here to help. Nothing. Like,
okay.
No sound, no movement, nothing.
Gosh.
And so she's like, okay, well, like, if there is someone in there, like, I can't help you if I don't know you're there, so, like, but then, like, there's something in her that's just like, I swear I saw a hand move. I just need to, like, confirm. So she turns on her cell phone flashlight and sees a face staring at her.
All right. Okay.
She's actually in, like, a dog carrier.
The human is?
The human is.
Good grief.
And it's like a, like, 8 to 10-year-old.
Oh.
One of those.
Okay. She obviously, like, freaks out and, like, drops her phone, drops the hot chocolate, and is like, oh my gosh, there is someone in there. But then she's also freaking out because she was like, I just, like, flashed my light in this car. Like, did Lars see it? What am I gonna do? And she's like, she's not thinking rationally. She's like, I gotta save this little girl. Okay?
Which is a decent thought. I'm not gonna be mad at her.
Like, it's okay, little girl, you stay here in the bad man's van, and while I go think for a second.
It's freezing outside.
Yeah.
So she breaks in, and of course the dome light comes on. So she's like, freak, turns it off real quick, and she's like, well, if you didn't see the flash, you saw that light. So then she like goes to the back talking to her, and she finds out that this little girl's name is Jay, and she's from San Diego.
Okay.
While she's talking, she hears footsteps. So she's like, frick, it's Lars. So she like hides under this blanket. Lars comes in, and she like is under this blanket, but like she's like can like see him.
Yeah.
And he like opens the door and like looks at the light for a second, and then just like sits down and like turns on the car and just is like chilling, listening to music, whatever. So then he like turns off the car and he's like, well, I warmed it up for you. I'll be back later, and leaves. So Darby is like, okay, I don't think he knows I'm here. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure it out. I'll be back. I promise. So then Darby goes back in and is freaking like, okay, I know for sure it's Lars because I saw him in the car.
Right.
He has this little girl all the way from San Diego. We're in like Colorado. Like, I don't know his plans, but it can't be good. I have got to save her somehow. But like, what am I going to do? All I have is a pocket knife. I'm not going to just like go up to him and be like, hey,
watch out,
give
sir.
her that.
Yeah.
Oh, and she knows he has a gun because she found a bullet in the back of the car. And so Darby's like, okay, well, you don't take a knife to a gunfight, right?
Right.
And she's like, well, what am I even going to do? Like, it's not like I can like take Jay out of this like dog crate that is locked and like put her in my trunk, because then like, will she have enough air? Will she like freeze to death? Like, there's nothing I can do. And so she's sitting there and she's like, okay, I need to recruit some help, but like I don't want to like spread some suspicion.
Yeah.
Okay. So Sandy, female empowerment, but maybe not the best for like taking on a bad guy. Okay.
Okay.
Then there's Ed. Ed is like maybe 60 and a little bit overweight, so she's like, maybe not my best asset, especially because Ashley is like college age, very fit, very capable. So she's like, okay, I'm going to recruit Ashley's help and we'll figure out a plan. Like, I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll figure it out. So
Ashley's the guy, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I know, I did that too.
Okay.
So many times. So she writes a note on this, like, napkin, like, meet me in the bathroom, and just, like, slightly passes it to him.
He's going to think something else.
And he does. Okay. So he writes back, I've got a girlfriend, thanks.
Go, Ashley. Good job.
She's like, not what I meant. But as she's like passing the note, she kind of like is closer to Lars and notices her hot chocolate cup. Remember, she took hot chocolate with her and dropped it.
And he picked it up?
And he found it.
Oh, no.
And so she's like, okay, Lars for sure knows. Darby is like, frick, like I thought maybe I had a chance of like he doesn't know so I can like blindside him, but now I can't blindside him because he knows. And so she's like, Ashley, meet me in the bathroom now. So they go to the bathroom and Darby tells Ashley everything. I found this girl, like blah blah blah. She even like took a picture of the girl, like I have proof. Ashley's like, okay, well, he has a gun. What do you want me to do? Yeah,
Ashley,
I'm just a standard innocent bystander thing.
Yeah. And Darby's like, okay, well, all I have is this pocket knife. But she saw, like, part of this tile was broken, so she, like, picked up the broken piece and, like, hid it in her pocket. Okay. So she's like, give me your sock and we'll make one of those, like, rock in a sock weapon things.
With a jagged piece of tile in it? Mm-hmm. Damn, we going medieval here. Jeez.
David and Goliath crap.
I'm gonna cut you. Dead.
You guys are making the most intense book I've ever read. So funny.
I'm not meaning to.
We're healing your trauma.
Yeah. Okay, we can go to Colorado.
Colorado would be fine. Have you ever driven the route from to Grand Junction? Because I've driven that a lot because I had a store in Grand Junction.
You're driving through a whole mountain range.
There is nothing out there.
That's where she is. Okay, so that's what they do. They make a rock in the sock, and Darby's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. He already is suspicious of me and knows that I know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, go out the building towards his van, and he's obviously going to follow me because he doesn't want me to, like, go back to his van. And when he turns his back, you hit him with the rock in the
Dang. We have to be careful, though, because that's assault. Even though it's a kidnapper, but, like, also, just make sure you have your facts right.
But her hope is that, like, they'll just, like, knock him out and then, like, take his gun and tie him up or something like that. So, like, she's not planning on killing him, but she's also like, if I need to cut his throat, like, I will. Like, because, like, she's not super thinking rationally, but she's also like, whatever it takes, it's worth it to save this little girl's life.
Yeah, there's no way in the universe that you could go on and live knowing that he has her.
There is a radio that, like, with, like, updates, like, UDOT, but not UDOT, it's, like, Colorado. And they're, like, stuck there for 6 to 8 hours. Oh. So she's like, what am I going to do? Sit here for 6 to 8 hours and just, like, hope that she doesn't freeze to death, and then, like, we go our separate ways, and I, like, when I finally get service, I hope the cops can track him down. Like, right. She can't just sit there for 8 hours doing that.
Yeah,
okay?
Go Darby.
So that's their plan, okay? She goes out, and Lars doesn't follow.
Okay.
Darby is like, frick, now what? So I guess I'm going back into the van to check on Jay. Okay. And she's hoping in the van there's another gun. And then maybe it's like a more even
playing field.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do this Hamilton style.
Okay, so she goes in and she's like, hey, I'm back. Do you know if there's another gun? And Jay goes, well, I don't think so, but I know he has a nail gun.
Oh.
And Darby's like, you know this for sure? And she shows her wrapped up hands, and she says, I know for sure.
Oh.
I know.
That's awful.
So then she goes, okay, well, where is it? And Jay says, well, the other guy keeps it locked in this box under the chair.
The other guy? Ashley's the other guy? Wait, that's where my brain went. Is it, though?
Shut up.
Yes.
F you, Ashley.
Lars and Ashley are brothers.
Damn.
So Darby's like, other guy? You didn't tell me there was another one. And Jay was like, oh, I thought you knew. So she looks out and sees them standing there.
They're both right there at the van?
Not at the van, at the door.
They're watching her in the van?
Okay.
Oh, frick.
And he gave Ashley her rock in the sock.
Oh, frick.
Lars has the gun. And Darby's not necessarily thinking rationally, but she just wants to make sure this girl is safe. So she gives Jay her pocket knife and says, do whatever you need to do. Cut yourself out of this. Like, go back and forth with the serrated knife. Like, get yourself out. Now she doesn't have a weapon. And Lars is like, hey. Oh, sorry.
You're good. I'll move away.
I just talked too much.
Like, going closer and closer as I get more time.
And Lars is like, hey.
Hey, everybody.
It's so cute.
Hey, Minnie Mouse.
You're in my van. What are you doing?
Hey, you joker.
He's basically like, you tried to get my brother to kill me?
Good sports, these kidnappers.
But he is pissed.
Yeah, and they're like, kind of cat and mouse, like, I'll play with you a little bit.
But also remember, Ed and Sandy are in there. So like,
Sandy!
She should have chose Sandy.
They can't raise too much suspicion because there's
other people.
Yeah, witnesses. So Darby is like, frick, like, what am I going to do? And then she remembers, oh, there's a window in the bathroom. I wonder if I could, like, climb up, break in through the window, and then, like, be in the building with Ed and Sandy.
Because they're not letting her in, basically? Into the...
Okay. Ashley's blocking the door, and Lars is following her. Okay?
Oh, gosh.
So that's
is she running, or is it just like, I'm going to walk in there, like, I'll follow you?
I feel like she's probably running,
okay,
but
fair.
I don't
it's fair
actually
assessment.
remember.
It's fair. Okay, it's fair.
But also, it's, like, knee-deep snow, so, like, it's hard to just, like...
I'm gonna get you.
Exactly.
Okay.
So that's what she does. She breaks in through the window, comes out, and Ed's a little bit like, oh, hey, Darby, like, how did you get here, right? Lars and Ashley come back, and it's just, like, this intense, like...
Oh, tense moment in the lobby.
But, what do you do? Like, it's not like Darby can be like, hey!
By the way, he's got a gun.
Yeah, exactly. So...
We'll just clip all three of you and go on our way.
Yeah.
Play it smart, Darby.
Ashley writes another note and passes it to Darby. And it says, if you tell them, I will kill them. So then Darby's like, well, frick, like, I can't recruit Ed and Sandy.
What would you do?
What would you do? It's just this tense moment. So then they had, like, coffee and hot chocolate dispensers, but the coffee ran out. And Ed's like, well, frick, the coffee has run out, but I do have some, like, camping coffee in my car. Should I go get it? And Ashley's like, yep, go get it. We need some caffeine. And Darby's like, no, please don't get it. Like, don't leave. You all right? And Sandy has actually fallen asleep.
Oh, okay. Tired. Big day.
So, who? Sandy.
Tired. Big day.
Who?
Sandy?
Who?
Sandy? Sorry.
Sandy?
I was then starting to question everything. Like,
what if
fell asleep? I thought you just said Sandy fell asleep.
What if in Grease, John Travolta was just like, Sandy?
Yeah.
And the line was never iconic.
Sandy, is that you?
Oh, Sandy?
Oh, man.
You were like second guessing everything you've ever known.
I was. There was a question to myself at the end. Sandy? I think.
Okay, so Ed goes out, Sandy's asleep, and Ashley is like, okay, I'm going to make you a deal. Don't say anything to them. When the snowstorm clears, we'll go our separate ways. I won't hurt you. You'll never see me again. You'll never hear from me again. Like, I promise you the kid's safe. I'm not going to kill her. It's not a sex thing. Like, I promise you. Then I just want ransom money from her rich parents. That's all it is.
Then why'd you nail gun her hands, dude?
While Ashley is talking to Darby, Darby is kind of like, one, she realizes that she caught Ashley off guard when she like came through the window. So she was like, you have no idea who you're messing with here. And two, she's kind of like, I can't let them win. Like, even though like I'm in the losing position, like I can't let them win. So whenever he's like, I'm going to give you an ultimatum, here's what we're going to do, she kind of like pokes the bear a little bit.
She reverses it.
Okay.
Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse.
I was just going to say reverse Uno, but yeah.
Sorry.
So,
is it worth it?
Pisses Ashley off.
No.
Grabs her head, slams it down, breaks her nose.
Oh. Whoa, and Sandy's still sleeping?
Sandy wakes up.
From the bang?
Yep.
I figured.
And Sandy's like, whoa, what happened? And Darby's like,
hit the wall.
Sorry.
I tripped. I don't know.
Darby's like, oh, sorry, must just be the elevation. Like, this is crazy kind of thing. Ashley makes a comment like, oh, yeah, you should really get that under control or something like that. And Darby says, oh, just shut up. Which Sandy's like, there's some tension. Like, what's going on?
All right.
Like, what did I miss?
Mm-hmm.
And how old is Sandy?
Older.
All right, respect.
40s, 50s, maybe.
Okay.
It's my bet. Oh, I don't think I told you this. Ed and Sandy are cousins.
Oh, okay.
So then Ed comes back in. Whoa, Darby, that's a lot of blood. Like, it's just this whole thing, right? But in the, like, chaos, Darby writes a note. Don't worry, I won't tell. And passes it to Ashley.
Okay.
So while Ashley is reading the note, Darby escapes.
Whoa.
Goes to the bathroom.
And Lars is in the lobby at this point too, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. While she's running, Ashley catches up to her, puts a plastic bag over her head.
Out in the parking lot?
No, she's running to the bathroom, trying to go out the window.
Okay.
So
in front of everyone?
No, in the bathroom.
Oh, I didn't know if they made it. I thought she was on. I know, I get it. I thought she was.
I need to tell you.
No. First, I thought she had made it through the window, and then he followed her and got the bag. And then I thought she was on her way, like looking at across the lobby. And he's like, okay, in the bathroom. She's trying to get out the window. He bags her.
Yep.
Got it.
Are we all clear?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Bathroom bag over her head.
Okay, and he's like suffocating her, right?
Dang.
Freaking Darby is badass because she's like, okay, I'm gonna die unless I can like poke a hole in this.
Yeah.
So she like sucks in the bag, bites it, it gets a small little hole, so she's able to like breathe.
Cool.
And then she like slams Ashley into like the sink or something, and he loses his like control on her, and she's able to like take off the bag, right?
And Lars is just chilling?
When they realized that she snuck away, Ashley went to the bathroom, Lars went around to like the outside.
Okay.
After she is able to like catch Ashley off guard, get the bag off her head.
Get the bag off her head. Yeah, remove that bag. Get off your head.
That. She is able to like jump up and climb out the window.
Okay.
Okay?
Wait, how did she get out so quickly? Like, okay.
She's freaking amazing.
Okay, good job, Darby.
Ashley is even like,
she's
frick,
quick.
she's getting away, but then he's like, oh, but it's okay, Lars is out there.
Mm-hmm.
But Lars had heard the scuffle, decided to come around to help out.
Huh.
So Ashley hears the door open and was like, oh, it's Ed. Like, what am I going to tell him? And turns around and was like, Lars, what are you doing here?
What are you doing?
Let her get away. Oh, and in this fight in the bathroom, a lot happened in this bathroom, and I was kind of just brushing over it. When she was like fighting him off, she somehow, by pure chance, got his keys.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Respect.
Which, now that I think about it, how did Ashley have the keys and not Lars when Lars is the one that warmed up the car?
Maybe they both have a set.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not likely.
She has the keys. No, there's only... I know there's...
Kayla's face said. She looked at me. Like, what the heck?
You jerk.
I know there's only one set of keys for sure, but... Plot hole? Or maybe I just wasn't paying attention. Anyway, she has the keys now. So she's like, yes, okay, I have the keys. I have Jay in the van. I'm just going to drive the van and hope that I can, like, get to the cops. They, on the radio, came on and they were like, this big, huge accident. And it's about 6 to 7 miles away from where they're at.
Okay.
So she's like...
But there will be cops there because it's a big accident.
Yeah, so she's like, if nothing else, like, I just got to...
And they can't go anywhere because she got the van.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she was like, I just got to drive 6 miles to these cops. They'll see Jay. I'll tell them my story. These guys are stranded here.
The end, happy ending.
Okay.
And that's how it ends? Yay.
So she's running.
See you later.
To unlock the car. Notices the back door is open. She's like...
Jay got out.
She's like, wait, I swear I closed it. Realizes Jay was able to cut herself free.
Well, good job, Jay, but it's cold out.
Good job, Jay. And so she's like, frick, like, now I can't leave because I don't know where Jay is. Mm-hmm. And the boys figured out what was going on, came out, and they realized the same thing, too. They're like, freaking Jay got out. And so then they're like, what are we going to do? And they're like, well, we go after her. We got to go find her. And Lars is like, there's no way she's going to come to us. And we're like, Jay, where are you?
Yeah.
And Ashley's like, yeah, you're right. She'll come for Darby. So they're like, okay, Darby, follow the footsteps. Let's go find Jay. So they're just like going. And Darby has the flashlight and they have the gun pointed to her. And she's just like looking. And she is like, okay, we've gone too far. Jay's not out here. And if she is, like, she's not coming, or she's succumbed to the elements. Like,
right. She gonna
I gotta turn back, or else I'm dead too. So she's like, there's no way I can outrun them, but I can outfall them. Okay. So she, like, runs and jumps. And I didn't quite understand, like, if she was still on, like, the road, just, like, tumbling down, or if she was on, like the edge of the, like, mountain. I pictured the edge of the mountain.
You think so, especially... I feel like the road would end pretty quick, like, okay, here I am, whereas the hill could go on.
So that's kind of what I was picturing. So she's able to get back to the rest stop.
Okay.
And guess who's there?
Jay.
Ed and Sandy are, like, freaking out, like, oh my gosh, like, what's going on? Where'd you come from? All of these things, right?
Why are your hands bleeding from nail wounds?
Darby's like, okay, you guys, Lars, Ashley, bad guys, monsters, we gotta get them. Locks the door. They set up this, like, barricade. And they, like, have this plan. They don't have any weapons, but they're like, okay, we have these coffee machines. Like, let's turn them on, and then we have the hot water. We can, like, pour on them. And Sandy's like, oh, I have pepper spray. Like, they don't have much, but, like, they can't just sit and wait for them to, like, come and be like, oh, hey, guys, While they're setting this all up, Jay passes her a note that says, don't trust them.
And then Sandy?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Why did Jay go back to them, then?
Because she didn't really have a choice.
So Darby is like, what the heck? Like, what's this note? And Jay was like, I'm wrong. Like, I wrote it forever ago. I'm wrong. Like, you don't need to worry about it. And
what's happening, Jay?
Darby's like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, I thought the girl looked like my bus driver, but, like, that's impossible. And then Darby sees Sandy's keys, and it's, like, a California, some kind of, like, souvenir keychain. And so Darby's like, Ed, where are you from? And Ed's like...
Ed. Good old Ed.
And Ed's like, oh, Carlsbad, why? So then Darby's like, okay, turns around, gets pepper sprayed by Sandy.
Oh, my gosh.
Lots of commotion. And even Ed's like, what the heck, Sandy? Like, what are you doing? Why are you pepper spraying Darby?
And to think, she didn't trust Ed to help because he was a little overweight. Never underestimate the chubby guy. So far, he's good. Please don't change that for me. This is validating for chubby men everywhere.
Oh, and the fact that he doesn't even know his own cousin.
Yeah.
They must not be very close.
That's right.
They're not. Okay?
Rough family dynamic. Let's not bring that up.
Yeah, don't go into it.
So, in this commotion, Sandy goes to unlock the door so that, like, the boys can get in. And Darby and Jay make a run for it to the bathroom.
And poor Darby burning her face off.
Yeah. But now, she has Jay. She has the car keys. She was able to get Sandy's keys, remember, when she found the keychain?
Uh-huh.
And Sandy drives a big old truck with chains on.
Yeah.
So she's like, we're golden.
Yeah.
We got this.
Okay.
So now she has all 3 keys.
Where are you guys going? Nowhere.
Exactly. She's able to help Jay out of the window. She's able to jump up. They run around to the truck, and they're driving away.
Oh, they get in the truck? Great news.
I know. Okay? And they're driving, and they go about 50 feet, and then they get stuck in the snow.
Some chains.
Darby gets out, because she's like, I'm going to dig us out. Here's my phone. Tell me when we get service, because we have got to call 911. So she's digging herself out and notices all of the tires are flat. Any guesses why?
Ed flattens them.
Nope, nail gun.
Oh.
So now Lars has the
Gun.
They have the rock sock nail gun. Sandy has the pepper spray, and all they have is this pocket knife.
And Ed just be chilling.
It's just be chilling.
Hold on, everyone.
Okay.
Surely there's a peaceful resolution. That's how I imagine Ed sounds. But.
Somehow, the boys come into the rest area. They see that the girls aren't there, and so they're like, what the heck happened? Sandy, I can't believe you let them get away. Where are they? They're in the bathroom. Oh, we gotta go get them. And then Ed's like, no, I'm not gonna let you through. And so Ashley shoots him in the mouth with the nail gun.
Oh, dang.
Maybe shoots him right here. Shoots it so he can't talk. Like, his mouth is nailed shut.
Your own cousin.
No,
No,
Ashley.
Ashley, not Sandy. No, Sandy.
Oh. Poor Ed. Justice for Ed.
They're trying to dig themselves out, and while they're digging, Jay goes, oh, you got service. Okay? And so Darby's like, great, your turn to dig. I'm going to make the call. And then she gets a text, and it's from 911 for, cop on the way. And she's like, oh, yeah, I sent a text back when I was trying to get service, and I thought there was a possible kidnapping. Okay, we're good.
Can you text 911?
Apparently.
Guess so.
Cool.
I even was like, because I had the same thought, but I was like, there's no way for me to find out, because it's not like I'm going to text to be like, hey, guys.
Testing.
Hey, is this
911? But I had the same thought where I'm like, that's good to know. If I ever did that.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, if I continue to text this number, will someone come save me?
Yeah,
this a scam?
Exactly. Because then I had that thought where I was like, that's cool, but I was like, I'll never be able to verify this.
That should be a thing that people know if that is a thing. Huh. Okay, cool.
While Darby's looking at the phone, Jay goes, Darby, watch out, or something like that.
Run, watch out, duck.
Darby turns around, and Ashley's there with the gun. Okay? And Darby is like, you can't kill me because I have your keys. And I'm the only one that knows where they are.
So you are nice, Darby.
Okay?
Strong work.
Before, when the door was locked and barricaded, she had gone to the bathroom and threw the keys out the window as a Hail Mary. Hey, I'm giving you a chance. Take the keys and run, and you can be free. Leave us be. So she had thrown the keys, and that's where they are, and nobody knows where they are except for Darby. So then Ashley's like, Frank, you're right. I can't kill you. So he was like, okay, well, come back with me to the rest stop, and I promise you're going to wish I killed you.
Ooh, that's enticing. Okay, Ashley, let's go.
But Darby is like, cops are coming. They're 30 minutes away. I just need to buy my time for the walk there and then the 10-15 minutes that we're at the rest stop waiting, right? Okay. So they walk back. It ends up taking 21 minutes. So she has 9 minutes until the cops get here.
Theoretically.
Okay. Yeah, this is an estimate. They're driving in a snowstorm too.
That's where you saw that word, torture.
Oh, they torture her?
Because torture
is putting it lightly.
Yeah. I won't go into details, but...
Thank you.
But damn.
What's Sandy and Ed doing?
Sandy is trying to
Ed can't talk. That's right.
Mm-hmm. Sandy's trying to tend to Ed. And while Ashley is torturing Darby, he's like, okay, tell me where my keys are, or I kill Ed.
And Jay is there as well. They took her back to the place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Darby's like, what do I do? Like, the second I tell him, they're going to kill us all anyway. Or do I just keep biding my time for 10 more minutes before they get here? And so she's like, Ed, I'm sorry. Like, I can't tell him. And Ed's basically like, yeah, I get it. And then before he shoots him with a nail gun, Darby's like, okay, wait. I'll tell you.
And Sandy's not like, screw Sandy. She's not like, hey, don't shoot my cousin. She's like sorry, cuz. Why do they want Jay so bad? What is... Anyway.
The money.
It's a stupid reason.
Money sucks?
Well, money, my problem.
The money.
It's a lot of money. Just put yourself in their shoes for a minute.
I need to reevaluate my life. So, right before he, like, pulls the trigger, Darby's like, okay, fine, I'll tell you, and tells him it's in, like, the snow by the window, right? And guess what happens? They kill Ed anyway.
Oh.
Remember the 2 seconds I liked Ashley at the beginning of this book? I hate myself every day because of it.
I've been a fan of Ed since the moment I heard of his existence. And now he's gone. What is Sandy's response to that? Like,
well, she freaks out, obviously, and she's even like, you guys, like, it's over. We're all going to jail. Ashley ends up killing Sandy, too. I don't remember how, why, what happened, but I do know Sandy was like, oh my gosh, you just killed my cousin. We're going to jail. Like, she kind of like,
he's probably, back. Yeah, and he's like, you know what, I'm done.
Like, shut up. Yeah. So then Ashley goes out to get the keys. Darby is like, oh my crap. The cops aren't coming.
Why?
When she texted them 911, possible kidnapping at this location, here's the car information, here's the license plate, she realizes she gave them the wrong rest stop. There are 2 rest stops like 20 miles apart. She thought they were at this rest stop, but they're really at this rest stop. So the cops are dispatched to this rest stop, not theirs.
Dang.
But if they're going to show up to the other rest stop and not find anything and theoretically go to the other one.
Theoretically, but then we see the cops' point of view. He's like, well, I don't even know why I'm out in this snowstorm. Not even the plows are getting out. It's probably a prank call. Like, this crap happens all the time. So, is he going to check the other rest stop?
Officer, please.
Even if he does, they're 20 miles away.
Yeah, it's...
Okay?
Yeah. Oh.
So Darby's like, I was just biding my time for 10 minutes, assuming that, like, we would be saved. We're not going to be saved. It's up to me. Like, I have to fight back.
Yeah.
So, Ashley's outside. Lars is there with the gun. Now, Ashley's very much like the, like, boss. Like, Lars won't do anything without Ashley's permission. And Ashley was even like, don't kill them while I'm gone, kind of thing. So, Darby and Jay come up with this plan where Darby is going to turn off the lights and they're going to go separate ways because Lars has a flashlight and he can't follow both of them.
Okay.
And that's what they do. Jay goes one way to go out the door. Oh, she locks the door. And Darby comes around and attacks and ends up killing him. I won't go into details. I almost did.
She stabs him?
Ends up killing Lars. I won't go into details, but he is dead. Okay? Okay.
With a little pocket knife, just mutilated him.
This is going on YouTube.
Yeah,
don't get us flagged.
She made me concerned at how much enjoyment he had in that moment.
Listen, I wasn't the one defending the kidnappers.
So Ashley's like, okay, I got my keys. Let's go back in. Notices the lights are off and notices the door is closed. And so he was like, Lars, like, what's going on? Silence. Lars? And then he realizes, oh my gosh, is Lars okay? Right?
Yeah.
And Darby responds, no, like, he's very much dead. Like, I killed him.
I got you.
2 against 1 now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, I'm so freaked out.
Everyone be cool. It's a power outage. Simple power outage.
Why is it?
We got it on camera, though. It's the scariest moment of my life.
I should have kept telling the story.
Oh, that was spooky.
Like, because the light, like, flickered and then...
I know.
And Adam was like, oh.
That was not well.
Okay, so let's recap. Ed, dead. Sandy, dead. Lars, dead. Ashley locked out, trying to get in, freaked out, without baby brother.
Yep.
Darby and Jay are inside hiding, and Jay was able to get Lars's gun because
nice.
He's dead. Darby's like, okay, I have one shot because remember she had one bullet in her pocket that she found in the van.
Mm-hmm.
This is my last shot. I can't just waste it. I have to wait until he gets closer. And they're just like hiding behind this like cafe area. Now, I forgot to mention this. While Darby was being tortured, and after Ed was dead and Sandy had died, Lars was going around with gasoline because you can't clean up a crime scene to that volume, so they're just going to torch the place and leave. Okay? So, there's gasoline everywhere. What happens if you shoot a gun?
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
Well, if you've seen Mythbusters, they actually debunked that. But for story purposes.
So Darby is like, wait, I can't shoot this gun, otherwise I put me and Jay in danger as well. So what I need to do is somehow need to start a fire and get out before the whole place erupts.
Combust.
So she plugs in the toaster, shoves a bunch of napkins, pushes down the
toaster
whatever.
thing.
Why am I explaining this in such detail? You get the picture.
So this is how you use a toaster.
Yeah. Okay, so then she runs out the bathroom window again, and as she's like climbing out the window, she hears the like explosion.
Wait, had Ashley gotten in?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Names.
So Jay's like, we did it, and Darby's like, oh, I don't think so. Like, I think the explosion was enough to like probably like burn his eyebrows off, but like I don't think it was enough to kill him. Like, don't write him off yet. Okay. So they run around the building, and who do they see?
Ashley.
And as they're like trying to hide, guess what they see?
A body. I don't know.
What? It's like so freaked.
The cops.
A snowplow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So Darby is like, Jay, you go. Tell the snowplow what's going on. I'm fine. I'll come find you later. Go. So Jay runs to the snowplow while Darby stays to handle Ashley.
Stands on business.
Okay? And Ashley's nail gun battery dies.
Oh, sucker.
So Ashley's like, frick, okay, I gotta go get a new battery. Runs to the van, and Darby follows. He can, like, sense that, like, Darby's there with, like, a gun. So he, like, turns around. He basically is just like, can we just, like, pretend this never happened? And Darby says, let's not. And then there's a gunshot. But he hasn't been shot. Darby has. By a cop that showed up.
Because they saw the gun in her hand.
Yep. Okay. And Ashley's like, oh my gosh, I'm the luckiest man alive. Like, this cop, wow.
And
like,
he can just be like, thank you, officer.
So then he takes his nail gun, kills the cop. Okay. So then he goes after the snowplow.
But Darby's still not dead and has the gun with a single bullet. Okay, I'm assuming yes, but don't die, Darby.
Do I tell you now, quick, or do I just...
He can't catch up to the snowplow.
The snowplow has not left yet. Okay? I know.
Sir, I need to unpack this.
Sir, you're in a snowplow.
You have a kidnapped child in your car, and a cop pulls into the rest stop that you are nearby.
Urgency would be great.
And you just sit there? Let's just see what happens. You hear a gunshot. What's going to happen next? Hope you brought the popcorn, Jay. Who? This snowplow driver? Not related to Ed.
So, Ashley is like, I still need my, what's the word?
Ransom.
I'm going to kill this snowplow. I'm still going to get Jay. I'm still going to get the money. Everything's going to go according to plan. Okay? Except
Darby still had that gun.
Jay
went
and got the gun from Darby and kills Ashley. Boom!
Jay kills Ashley?
So Jay jumps out of the snowplow.
Kills Ashley. Yeah.
Good job.
So Darby's dead.
Story ends where Jay is with her parents visiting the grave.
of
Darby's mom.
Phew.
Darby lived.
Wrote that out.
Darby lived. Unfortunately, her mom had passed.
Oh.
And that's how the story ends.
Wow.
That was way more fun to tell. Like, I was stressed 0% of the time during that retell, but reading it, oh my gosh, guys.
So I would have hated that book, and I would have hated the movie or TV show or whatever.
Finished.
But I love this because then I still get the scary movie, scary vibes without actually being traumatized.
And I can brush over details
that
are quite intense.
Thank you.